Radiotherapy is a very precise treatment for cancer, and it's actually responsible for around 40% of cures currently, but we're trying to make it more precise. One way of doing this is adding extra imaging modalities into the radiotherapy treatment planning process. This tends to be MR these days because it adds extra tissue definition to on top of our CT scans. Unfortunately, MR scanners don't come with flat tabletops, and all radiotherapy machines like this one do have flat tabletops. These tend to be made out of carbon fibre because of the properties of carbon fibre being nice and rigid and flat and radiotranslucent. Unfortunately, the MR scanners are U-shaped and don't have tabletops with this sort of property, so we needed to find a material to be equivalent to carbon fibre but MR compatible. In treating prostate cancer, we're trying to treat the prostate, which is here on this CT scan, while avoiding treating the rectum here. The patient's positioned every day again for several weeks on a flat couch top so that everything's in exactly the same position. Unfortunately, on the CT scan it can be quite difficult to tell where the prostate stops and the rectum begins. On the MR scan next to it we can see very nicely where the prostate stops and the rectum begins, but as this is done on the usual diagnostic curved couch top, actually we can't bring this image into alignment with this image properly. We needed a flat couch top to be able to do that. Here we've got a classic illustration of why MR is also so important in planning these patients. This prostate patient has had a bilateral hip replacement, so the CT scans have this flaring effect which stops you being able to see the prostate at all in this image, but the MR scan obviously illustrates the prostate very well. So without being able to do this with MR scans we would have real difficulty precisely treating this patient.
We were approached by Nottingham City Hospital due to the fact that we manufacture fibre-reinforced thermoplastic panels. Their engineering department were particularly interested in the fact that we can offer bespoke solutions by shaping and forming these to their exact needs. With current carbon fibre boards which are actually moulded, that's not possible, as well as the fact that they're conductive and cause problems in image overlay. The other advantage of Medibord is that it's fully recyclable, very robust and lightweight for ease of handling.
With Medibord, we've been able to construct a flat couch top for the MR scanners, which means that the patients will be in the same position and we can do the image alignment. This means that our clinicians can outline the patients more precisely in something they've been wanting to do for a very long time. So since summer 2009 we've scanned around 60 patients this way and our oncologists are very happy. Another application where we've used Medibord is for the introduction of a very precise form of radiotherapy in head and neck cancer called IMRT. The advantage of IMRT is actually it gives very steep dose gradients, so you can avoid things like the spinal cord and the salivary glands. This requires the patient to be kept very still for maybe up to half an hour every day for 6 weeks for the treatment to be delivered. So Medibord have worked with us to manufacture a bespoke immobilisation device for these head and neck tumour patients, and without it we couldn't actually be delivering IMRT here in Nottingham.
Whilst Nottingham Hospital were carrying out their trials on patients, we were working with Medilink and the Healthcare and Bioscience INET to further develop the prototypes as well as carry out extensive market research. Also supported by the UKTI, we exhibited at the recent Medica show in Dusseldorf, where we had a fantastic reaction and showed us that we were developing a good opportunity.
Medibord product is a good example of technology pull into the NHS, where a company is being responsive to NHS needs. There is significant investment in NHS scanning equipment, and the Medibord provides a good way of maximising the value for patients from that investment. If innovation is to deliver better care and improved efficiency, then the Medibord product and project provides a good shape for future progress.
We have recently won an award at the Arab Health Exhibition for Innovation and Export, and with the Vinci Award, it really is fantastic news for both Medibord and the team at the City Hospital.